Previously unknown second grand jury in the documents case, and word late today that former Trump Chief of Staff Mark Meadows has in fact testified before a grand jury, unclear which one. Also unclear when he testified or which line of inquiry the special counsel is pursuing, the documents or January 6, or perhaps both. CNN's Caitlin Collins is here. What have you learned?
A lot of questions about this, especially when it comes to the Mark Meadows investigation. Of course, or the Mark Meadows testimony. We knew he was going to have to testify because they subpoenaed him. The Trump team tried to fight it, citing executive privilege. They lost that. So we knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know when. And now we know he has testified. He's a key figure in both of these investigations. And so that is notable here.
And was with the former president throughout the day on January 6th.
Was with him throughout the day on January 6th, was once his representative to the National Archives, which of course is at the center of the documents investigation, was on the phone that Trump had, the phone call Trump had with the Georgia Secretary of State. And now we know there's that audio recording of Trump talking about classified documents and having them.
He also went down to Georgia.
He also went down to Georgia several times trying to broker meetings with officials there. But also the audio recording that we now know Jack Smith, the special counsel, has was because Mark Meadows was writing a book, ghostwriting, and his autobiographers recorded the conversation.
And what is this grand jury in Miami?
So when you hear that people are going for the grand jury when it comes to the documents case, it's always been in Washington. We've seen this, but we hadn't seen any activity since May. And now we know that there is a grand jury that is also convened in Florida, in Miami, where witnesses are going before them when it comes to the documents case. And so it's raised a lot of questions, confusion, even in Trump's world, about what exactly the second grand jury is doing, what the purpose of that, whether or not charges, if they're brought, would be brought in Miami or in Washington, which would make a difference. What we do know is a witness has already gone before the grand jury, multiple witnesses. Another is going tomorrow, and so it certainly is continuing to progress.
So that Miami one is they're still having witnesses?
Yeah, it appears that they've only convened in the last several weeks. It's not clear when exactly, but they're hearing from a witness tomorrow, we're told.
Caitlin, stay with us. I want to bring CNN senior legal analyst and former federal prosecutor Elie Honig. Also, CNN contributor John Dean, who served as Richard Nixon's White House counsel during Watergate. Elie, what do you make of this Miami grand jury?
So it could be a couple things. First of all, it could just be a convenience that prosecutors are extending as a courtesy to witnesses down there. If there are witnesses who are unwilling or unable to come up to D.C., what you do is you take their testimony in front of a federal grand jury in Florida, and then you can just read their testimony to the grand jury in D.C. Option B, it could be that there's some piece of the case that's only chargeable in Florida. For example, if they're looking at potentially charging someone who worked at Mar-a-Lago, that person would have no connection to whatever happened in D.C., so they would need to charge that case in Florida. And then option C, the big one is it could be that prosecutors are considering charging the big case, potentially against Donald Trump, in Florida rather than Washington, D.C. And prosecutors have a lot of discretion about where they charge.
Why would they do that?
So the rule as a prosecutor is you get to choose what federal district you're going to bring your case in. But it has to be a federal district where some portion of the crime occurred. So here you can see how the crime occurred in Florida, the document retention and mishandling crime and the obstruction crime. Now, the other option is D.C. The argument would be, well, he took the documents from D.C., right? That would be sort of the scene of the crime. But the counter argument to that is, yes, but if the facts are, and Caitlin would probably know this, if he took the documents out of there and sent them down to Mar-a-Lago before noon on January 20th, while he was still president, that's not going to be a crime. It doesn't become a crime until he loses the power of the presidency and then he illegally has those documents. And if that's the case, then the whole crime happened in Florida, not in D.C., and you can't charge it in D.C.
Well, and also a big question of that case is not just the taking, it's the keeping of the documents and the obstruction factor in that. And so the other question I have about it, though, is a lot of the aides who have gone and testified have come to Washington to testify before that grand jury, including Walt Nauta. That was the body man in the White House, or his valet in the White House. He's now Trump's body man. He has gone and testified, we know, and he said he didn't move any boxes. And then when he went back and it was clear prosecutors had surveillance footage of him moving boxes, he changed his testimony and then went dark.
John Dean, I mean, it's tough to overstate Mark Meadows' importance in the Trump White House and his closeness to Trump on January 6th. How big a deal is it that he has testified to a grand jury? Again, we don't know when this was or, obviously what he said.
It's a big deal because he is a remarkably important witness. We don't know, Anderson, whether or not he has personal liability or exposure from any of his activities at the Trump White House, or if he has some sort of cooperation deal. I do know he has one of the better attorneys in this whole picture and one of the more able attorneys in Washington who has got 2 decades at the Department of Justice, including Deputy Attorney General. This is somebody who could guide him through the process and possibly get him through with minimal problems. So this is a breaking story still, but a very important one.
Caitlin, is it clear to you how the former president's team feels about Mark Meadows? I mean, do they know where he stands or what he's doing?
My sense from my reporting is they don't really talk to him that much. And it's not totally clear to me what Trump thinks of it, but Trump's legal team certainly is worried about it because he's obviously central to like 3 of these investigations, maybe 4, and has gone very quiet. They haven't been speaking to him. John mentions his attorney there. Last time I was told they were not speaking to his attorney either. So there's not, and which these attorneys frequently speak in these investigations. And so I think that's raised a lot of questions for them on what he is saying to the government.
I mean, Ellie, if he had cut a deal, we wouldn't know about it. When would we know about it?
So we would certainly know about it at some point, either through reporting or just when he testifies in court. If you gave me a choice as a prosecutor of any one witness in this whole case that I could have, if I was guaranteed full and truthful testimony, I'd choose Mark Meadows. I mean, as Caitlin said, he's right. He's the chief of staff in word and in deed. He is by Trump's side at key moments before and during January 6th. Remember, he's the one who Republican members of Congress, members of Donald Trump's own family are texting him as January 6th is happening, saying, you have to get the president to do something. He's the key point of contact with archives. He's a crucial player, and his testimony could be invaluable.
Could he just plead the Fifth? I mean,
yeah. So there's a couple ways that Mark Meadows could testify. He could just go in there, testify, and hope for the best. That would be very risky because he has potential criminal exposure. I think the most likely scenario is his lawyer said he's going to take the Fifth, and then what you do as a prosecutor, if you want his testimony, you immunize him, meaning, okay, we're not going to use your testimony against you, meaning we really can't prosecute you. Now you have to testify.
John, how likely do you think it is at this point that they actually will seek an indictment of the former president?
I think it's highly likely. All the signs point that way. The evidence is certainly overwhelming. What I'm curious is whether they'll offer him a deal in the documents case. That's the norm with high-level people who violate the law and get themselves in trouble with security clearances. But I don't know if even Donald Trump would take a deal if he was offered one.
John Dean, appreciate it. Ellie Honig, Caitlin, thanks very much. Caitlin's going to be back at the top of the hour for CNN Prime Time at 9 p.m. with more. Joining us now, CNN senior political commentator, former Illinois Republican congressman, and former January 6th Select Committee member, Adam Kinzinger. Congressman, I'm wondering what your reaction to this revelation of a Florida grand jury is.
Yeah, I mean, it's of all the possibilities, I'm as confused as anyone. You know, I think it's quite possible that maybe the DC grand jury is focusing on things maybe more related to January 6th or whatever the DC connection is to the documents case, and they're resting. It seems like they haven't met recently. And Florida may be, again, because according to the Sixth Amendment, you have to give somebody an opportunity in their own area, and particularly if the crime was only committed down there. But, the one thing I'm hoping is that it's not, in essence, a restart. It doesn't seem like that. But, I think it's as confusing to me as it is to anybody else.
You were obviously on the January 6th committee. I'm wondering what your thoughts are on Mark Meadows. We now know he's reportedly already testified to a federal grand jury. We don't know when. We don't know exactly what he said or which line of inquiry, whether it's classified documents or January 6th or what it may have been.
Well, look, Anderson, this is huge. And I heard Ellie saying earlier about, text messages and everything else. Let me say this, be very clear. Had we not gotten the first tranche of Mark Meadows' text messages on the January 6th committee, it would have been much harder for us to get to the answers that we eventually got to. He turned over an initial tranche of text, and then he quit cooperating with the committee. But in that initial tranche, we saw the text with, the Fox News host. We saw the text with members of Congress and other actors that allowed us then to be able to connect dots. He was really the all-star on that committee in terms of the evidence provided. So if he now goes in front of a grand jury and is fully cooperative, I got to tell you, the stuff we got from him will pale in comparison to a truthful testimony by him in front of a grand jury.
Ellie was lounging here while you were talking, and he's actually with us, back with us. I want to ask you, Ellie, John Dean mentioned the idea of a deal for the former president. What would that entail?
Yeah, so there's a couple things that could be. That could mean he took a guilty plea and in exchange is testifying and hoping to get a reduced sentence. That's sort of your standard cooperate or deal, but they would have to know that Mark Meadows actually committed a crime. The other option, the sort of less serious version of that, is what I talked about before, the immunity deal, meaning we're going to give you a free pass, not going to make you plead guilty to a crime, but we're not going to use your testimony against you, and now you have to testify carefully. And to the point that Representative Kinzinger was making that's so important is Meadows did cooperate with the testimony. He gave them that dynamic, all his texts, which were remarkable, but then he stopped cooperating with the committee sort of midstream, and so left a lot hanging out there. And as Adam correctly says, prosecutors are going to be able to get all of that.